Hello, everyone. This is Ronnie coming to today with a viewer question. Oh, okay. I'm just a little too hyper today. But anyway, make a long story short, I get this question a lot. How do you leave feedback? How to increase your feedback score? Is it okay to ask a buyer to leave feedback? Uh, we're going to talk about what I do. And tell you the truth, I see less and less people leaving feedback on eBay. Now, I'm not sure how a lot of exactly other sites do it. I know Poshmark, for instance, they are basically demanding somebody to leave feedback for you to get the item, to get the money released. I think it's 3 days. They have to haven't sold anything on Poshmark in a while. Still got stuff listed over there, but haven't sold anything in a while. Don't like that site. But they do have their system set up that you have to leave feedback basically to get money. Otherwise, the money is automatically released. So if you have an issue, it's best to clear things up pretty quickly. Um, Etsy, don't know how that site works all that much. I know Amazon. I think I got one feedback in the last year, and I think last year we had like 400 or 500 transactions. Crazy. I'm not a buyer on there, but I know I've never bought anything on Amazon, but I know my wife does. And I asked her one day, "Do you leave feedback?" And she goes, "I don't even know where that is." So crazy, And then eBay, for instance, we used to give out thank you cards. Not really. I didn't really see much of a difference. It was about a 40% clip of us people leaving feedback, 40, 45 maybe. And I noticed lately this past year it's actually gone down, which is quite interesting. We had about 1,100 transactions last year on eBay, and I only seen just under 400 feedback was left in our account last year, and some of that was for buying. So I have to figure 35, high 30s percentage wise was like, that's not good. It's like what, one in a little under one in every three, like say four in every, no, it's like 3.5 in every 10 or something like that. It's like 3.7 for every 10 left. That's not good. Really not good. I mean, another way to qualify is every 137. And not sure why. I mean, we do ship everything fast, and I think it's just nature of the beast. I mean, we leave feedback automatically for the buyer. So we have it set up on eBay. I don't know exactly where to find it, but it wouldn't be that difficult to Google it and find it. But as soon as the buyer pays for the item, feedback is already left. I ain't holding somebody's feet to the fire. You want feedback? You gotta leave me feedback. Like, no, they did their part. As a seller, I mean, as a buyer, when they buy from us and they pay for that item, they did their part. It's not like we can go and leave them bad feedback. For what? They did their part. No, that's just the way it is for me, and so be it. I'm not gonna worry about it. But the only thing I've really ever done is gave thank you cards. Early on, I used to actually have like these. I don't have any more at the moment. We get them from Insta. No, I don't know. Same place we got our business cards, and I don't know the name of that website off the top of my head. I can't remember. But we had these cards made out. They were probably like a double the size of a bookmark wide, probably about the size of a bookmark, but just like two of them lined up next to each other, like a check, almost like what a check looks like. If any of you guys write checks anymore, looks like a check. And it used to be like, hey, thank you for your service. And on the other side, or thank you for buying from us. If any issues, blah, blah, blah. And on the other side, it would say, we are always buying. Please contact us our email. Now, reason why I stopped doing it is because very seldom did I ever get anybody And sometimes we'd get people through our eBay messages. They'd wear a suit once or twice. They'd want to sell it back to us, but they'd want to sell it back to us at like 80% of what they paid. And it's like, we're here to make money. We're not a renting service. So I quickly kind of went away with that whole system. I may do it again at some point. I don't know. It's always something I think about. But for the most part, we do that. Now, you can get little thank you cards made up that may work, a little personal touch. We used to do it. I don't do it anymore. I didn't really see much of a difference from what I'm aware of. And one thing I would not do, tell you the truth, you never want to like poke somebody and piss somebody off. Is every once in a while I'll buy something off eBay, and I'm not I'll leave feedback sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Just what it is. And sometimes if the transaction was a little sketchy, or I was not like I thought maybe their product was not as they described, but I kept it. I'm not gonna return some things sometimes, but I was mildly unhappy with the transaction, but I just walk away like it's whatever. There's a few bucks. I can't flip everything back onto eBay. And all of a sudden the person will start messaging me like, hey, leave me feedback. Hey, leave me feedback. Hey, leave me feedback. Like, oh, you want to start poking the grizzly. Not a good thing, because you're not going to be happy with the response. Most of the time, if somebody didn't leave you a feedback, it's for a reason. Some people, no matter what, are just never going to leave feedback. Just nothing you're going to do to change that mind. And aggravating them, poking them, being like, yo, leave feedback, you happy? Yo, leave feedback, you happy? Gets annoying, gets old. Especially if you're on a fence with a transaction, you want to go from being positive to like maybe getting that negative or that neutral. Yeah, we're going to take a quick look and just look at our feedback and see some of the reasons. I mean, most of the reasons people leave feedback, I think they just leave a generic thing. eBay got that drop down thing where you could just easily another thing, I never worry about neutrals. You can't worry about anyway. People leave them. Negatives, I rarely care. I mean, because it's like a scar. You're always going to have it. Like, there's always one. But I mean, you can see right here, people like, thanks, quick shipping, very handsome shirt, lightning shipping, flawless transaction, thanks. That must be order of the day. This clown right here gave me a neutral. This order was canceled by the seller. It was canceled because I couldn't ship to you. He kept that. This guy, I tried for like 3 days trying to figure out how to ship it to him, but for some reason, his address just was not working, and it wouldn't let me print it. Kept on telling me that there was an issue with it. I tried getting him to fix it a few different times, and he basically didn't want to mess with it. So I wound up canceling the order, and he was upset about it. This guy left it. I just seen this one. I didn't see this one. Found multiple holes. Huh. Very good condition. Small hole in back. I looked over that. I could only find one hole. It was a beautiful check. Beautiful sweater though. But see right there, and it's not even like a hole because it has a liner. It's just a separation in the material or the knit. But it wasn't even really a hole. But go figure. You must have been happy because you left a positive. 5-star seller. 5-star seller. Oh, same person. I mean, you can just see, people for the generally part, you can see the neutral. What are the neutrals for? That answer canceled. This guy's in Spanish. My Spanish is really bad. It seems to be more used than advertised, if I had to guess, somewhere along those lines. And I'm not sure what he wanted. I mean, it's a used pair of pants. These had no issues. I mean, you can see by the tags even here, these tags are not really worn. There's that paper tag that comes in the Canali things. And that's basically pretty crispy still. So I'm not really sure what the hell he was issued. That one was funny. Shirt too small to wear, had to give away. It was a newer tag shirt, buddy. Not sure how I could help you with that one. Jacket extremely dirty and soiled. I had this jacket forever. These both were auctions, believe it or not, just trying to clear out inventory. And this one I remember because that jacket I did have it listed as needs to be cleaned. So I mean, for someone that you buy something for $5 and you say it's freaking dirty, when you have it in the thing, it needs to be cleaned. Like you're a freaking ass clown. And then I got a neutral here for this clown for sizes much smaller than a 38, more like a 48. Misrepresented. A 56, I'm pretty sure, is a 38 or even a 40 possibly in European size. So, and I had these measured. I mean, I measured them myself. So, I mean, that or he gained a little more weight than he thought. Some people can't help them all. But I mean, we're coming up on actually 5,000 feedback. I mean, and we've had this account since 2010. So that must have been when I came. Yeah, I came back from Dominican Republic. I don't remember what happened to my other account. But you can see right here, though, this is pretty. I mean, the feedback here, we've had 1,100 transactions and just under 400 feedback. So, and feedback as a seller. Oh, well, okay. Feedback as a buyer. Yeah, I mean, you can see we get left here. Oh, no, buyer. Yeah, you can see I mean, people do shopping here pretty often on, but pretty interesting. Just feedback as a seller. Oh, feedback as a seller. Okay. I don't leave feedback if that's one of them. But you can see here, I mean, most of our transactions are through feedback left for others. I don't think I've ever left feedback. Oh, yeah, I do leave feedback. Go figure. I don't know. All feedback. I don't know. Feedback. I'm going to give you 2 keys to good feedback. Don't oversell your product. Like, if it's excellent condition, it's excellent condition. It shouldn't have holes, should be free of smells. I mean, yeah, we're all going to make a mistake. We're all going to sell something. Be quick to deal with the seller and try to fix that issue as quick as possible. And number 2, just ship shit fast. If someone orders it, get it out to them fast as possible and let them be happy. I mean, that's it. It's not so much you can do. You can't be jumping through hoops and all these different things. And, you know, I know it sucks when you start off and you're trying to build feedback, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. But I think thank you cards are a nice way to start. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.